Welcome back to fixbuildrace. In this episode we're going to fire up the 1UZ Cressida. Let's get into it. Alright, so today doing an exhaust. So I went and picked up a bunch of different stuff. It's going to be an exhausting day. So I went and picked up a bunch of different bits. I just went with some manual bent 180s because they were cheaper than donuts, and I don't really feel like doing a bunch of pie cuts, especially with mild steel, because it looks ugly. And we'll do enough donuts later. Yeah, exactly. So I've just got a 3-inch pipe, 3-inch muffler, resonator. So it's a fiberglass filled one. 2.5-inch flexi, 2.5 to 3-inch reducer, two 2-inch 180s and two 3-inch 180s, plus a bunch of flanges. The only thing I didn't have, because they didn't have it, is a 2 to 2.5 reducer, but that's alright, we're going to make something work.
And we also have to add in the O2 bung for Cam Lambda.
Yes, so
that'll go somewhere as close to... Well, the V8 it's hard because you have to have it, unless you have dual O2s, which we could have done, but money. It's hard because you have to have it where they merge, so you're getting the pickup from all 8 cylinders. So we have to try and get the merge as close to the headers as possible without having the exhaust too low. And we also got to try and have the sensor somewhere where it's going to reach to where we put the box. We kind of messed up there. We should have mounted the sensor first and then put the box where it's going to reach, but oh well, we'll see how we go. We might have to move it, but that's fine. I know someone that can do wiring.
And I'm just going aluminized mild steel for now, just because that's the only welder that I have here.
I've got a dyno session booked for 3 weeks time, so we need to get cracking.
Yeah.
So let's stop the chit chat and we'll start getting exhausted.
Alright, so as you can kind of see, first issue is that's hitting the steering rack
and we've got
shaft, and it's like
we've got it as close as we can to the engine, so
like,
what we were planning on isn't really going to work. So
I don't know. Yeah. Solution is now we're going to kind of take that away from the steering shaft, and we're going to come off here and come down, and then off here and come down, so like a Y between these two runners, so they aren't fighting against each other. And we'll come down around this side of the steering rack and then out, so it'll kind of something like that. It's a pain in the ass, but
we knew it was going to be a pain. I thought it would be a little bit easier than this, but see how we go.
So while Sam's working on the exhaust manifolds, I'm going to try and wire up the fuel pump relay upgrade. So whenever you're putting a bigger fuel pump in your car, especially in an old car like this where the wiring's probably a bit haggard, you should always upgrade your relay, and to do that you take the original power that powered the relay, which is these 2 wires, and you use that as your trigger for the new relay, and then you get a fresh power straight from battery and then through to the pump through your new relay, so that all the fuel pump wiring is new and fresh and up to the current capacity, and then the old relay is just doing the tiny little current that the new relay needs to trigger. So that's what I'm currently doing. Sam's mounted the new relays, new relay and fuse is going to sit down there. I'm just going to join in here. New power coming in. These are up to the task. These are 2 big wires, so the wires are up to the task. I'm just not sure about the relay. So new fuel pump power is going to come in here, and then the other end is going to go back and trigger the relay, and then I'm just going to splice into the ground. So I'm going to leave all this ground intact, and I'm just going to add another ground on top just to beef it up, to make sure that there's enough ground in there for the pump, and the relay control ground is just going to go straight to ground as well. And yeah, it should all be up to the task and not start any fires. Lunchtime, Aaron's here. Everyone give Aaron some lunch. Everyone give Aaron some love in the comments because he's, as he said in this clip.
Hey guys, my name's Aaron. I'm an accountant. I cook the books.
He's an accountant and now he is a chartered accountant, so now he can go do accounting on charter ships.
Not quite, but pretty much.
But yeah, give him some love in the comments. Also got the mezzanine. Nice, that's a good shot. The mezzanine's like also pretty well set up now, so we can eat lunch and look down at the V8.
Yeah, so as Jack mentioned, I've been a little bit MIA of late. I've basically been doing my CA. I've got just done my final exam and found out I passed, so that's real cool. So yeah, these boys have been
So give him some love.
working hard.
That's why Aaron hasn't been here, but
Yeah, so
we let it slide because he was working on himself.
so yeah, it's real good to be back. Yeah, like I said,
Just
they're
as it's about to
being
fire up.
successful. Yeah, mate, the secret to good comedy is good timing, alright? I've absolutely crushed it. So yeah, they're basically trying to figure out that rabbit hole in there. Nice, tight,
Don't mind
tight
the
gaps.
gaps on that. I just
A hammer will fix that.
come off anyway.
Mate, like, honestly, look at how good the ute looks. Like, I don't know whether you can, like, look at it. So fat. Yeah, and I don't know whether you guys have showed upstairs, but upstairs looks sick, so you can, oh, Jack might have a photo that he can insert, but it's quite cool looking back down. Oh, actually, I'll go up the stairs and show you. I've gone rogue on the camera. So yeah, this is what it looks like up here. You can see all the cars, or bits of cars. But yeah, just a couch and, I don't know, guess some speakers, but oh, looks pretty cool. Hi! Fuel pump. But yeah, I don't know, it's a pretty cool shot, to be honest.
Once Sam got the fuel tank and fuel pump hanger back from being acid dipped and recoated, he got the hanger to me ASAP so that I could get to work fitting the new fuel pump to the hanger. I start by mocking up the new fuel pump and making sure the depth is right so that the pump doesn't bottom out in the tank. I ended up having to cut off the barb and the bottom seat so that it could sit high enough so that it did not bottom out. Since the barb was gone, I pushed the feed hose all the way up the metal pipe so that it would seal and wouldn't pop off, and double clamped it just to be sure. I then upgraded the in-tank wiring with the wires provided in the kit, and then the fuel pump was now ready to go back in the tank. Alright, as you can see, we got the tank back. It's all refreshed, and we'll give you a look inside. That's all that red stuff's the coating and stuff, and it's all clean. Probably not the easiest to show, but trust us. And I fit a fuel pump to Sam's hanger at work. This is a Walbro 255. Should be plenty of flow for an NA V8 and maybe supercharged later. So yeah, I've done all the measurements. It should fit pretty much.
Oh, moment of truth.
I may have already tried this because I was very curious to see as soon as I got here.
That looks unreal. Bob's your uncle.
Just like that, and then Sam can bench press it back in the car.
There you go.
They've just been battling for ages. First of all, the fuel pump wiring isn't working, and I'm not sure why, but then we also figured out, I don't know how we got to this, but we figured out that none of my relays were turning on, and I've got all my wiring data and stuff of how I wired everything up, and found that the power wire feeding the relays from the key was getting key on power, but there was no continuity from that wire to the relay triggers, and that really confused me because I was sure and double checked everything before I finalized it and taped it all up and stuff, so I was really confused as to why there was no continuity there. So then I just had to cut into all the taping that I've done and
this join is broken, which is really annoying. I don't know why that would have broke, but it has. So I need to redo that join, make sure it's not going to break, and then retape up all of this. I don't know. I was making this loom at like 5 AM, and oh, not 5 AM, but early in the morning, getting up at 5 AM going into work. So I don't know, maybe I did a bad join and it fractured or something. So I'll own that one. Messed up, so I had to undo my nice taping. Have to redo it now, but we found it, we got there, so
It's the main thing, eh?
hopefully it's more plain sailing after this. Hopefully there's no other broken fucking joints. Alright, so we're just getting ready to start this thing, and realised there's no fuel filter anywhere, so Sam went and got the one for a Cressida, but then we come to find out that that's the factory 5ME one right there, mounted to the engine block, so that's a bit annoying. So I've gone out and grabbed this one, which has got a straight in the bottom, 90 at the top. Some of you can probably tell what it's from. I'm not gonna say it now because Sam's not gonna like what it's from, but he can find out in the video. I'll pop it up what it's from. I think Sam will have a good laugh when he sees. So yeah, we just cut the fuel line that we put here, and that's just gonna go in line like that. So we'll just fit this up. So now we have filtered fuel, which is what you need.
Step base on, and so we're going to 10 degrees before top dead centre.
Yeah.
There's a button on that, you gotta push it to thing and just like make sure you're in a good line, because like if you're off to one side you're going to be off, so you gotta be like dead on.
Yep.
Crank it in. Ready? That should be.
Hey? I think that battery's a bit. Hey?
Yeah, mate. Gonna get a new one this week. Ready?
Yep. Yep, bang on 10. Is it going to start now? Can I do the honours?
You want to start it?
No.
It was at this point we realised that we have a faulty starter, our worst nightmare because it's mounted in the V. So as a last ditch hope, we put a running vehicle on it to try and give it a bit more voltage and see if that would kick it into action.
Wants to go. Something that like jumped back.
Alright, so it was on the test, like the calibration, so I locked it at 10, and then I went off and it just went wherever it wants to go. Fucking runs!
Runs!
Was that running on 8?
Hey?
Was that running on 8?
It sounded like it.
Hard to tell with a contractor exhaust underneath.
Oh, is it loud?
Yeah.
I couldn't even hear it.
So yeah, as you just saw, the 1UZ Cressida runs. It's a massive milestone. We can't get the smiles off our faces. There's still a lot of work to go though, so this weekend we're going to smash out all the cooling system and everything.
Finish off the exhaust,
Yeah,
vacuum, block off vacuum lines and stuff.
yeah. But
Leak
next
brakes.
video you see is going to be dyno video, so stay hyped for that and give another flip. So yeah, it's absolutely sick. It's all coming together now. Hopefully makes it to the dyno for its date with the dyno next weekend.
And
This
then
weekend we got a lot of work. And then
first weekend of August we got
Chrome. We'll just worry about the dyno for now.
Yeah, one thing at a time.
So yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed and all that so you see the dyno video when it comes out. It'll be pretty excited. I'm absolutely fizzing for that because I'm actually going to tune it. My boss is going to be looking over my shoulder showing me what to do and stuff, but this is going to be the first car I ever tune fully, so really
First
excited
of
for
many.
that. Hey?
First of many.
Yeah, hopefully. Unless I blow it up and
Yeah.
like this. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
I don't really put much soul in it. It's like I don't think that I'm with it. I'm on the pro team. You'll be calling that Olympic. They see me rolling. Look at me, you near I'm sunning. Peter, 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 Pop. Well,